Hi, it's me, Silver the Wack. How's it going? Thank you all again for being here, tuning in for these vlogs, and my coffee, and my random things, and my absolute nothing burgers. And since I will put this in the thumbnail, since lately the auto-generated ones have been really weird. And I have some self-image issues, so I just take one picture before starting to record and use that as the remove that, not touching the pause button. So I take a picture before I start recording. It is annoying. I like it. And my brother got it for me. It's obviously a stim toy. Like, it's one of the old school ones, isn't it? I was very pleased with it. When it came in this box. What says rainbow on it? It's just a rainbow spring. Tested for what? Tested according to international standards. Okay. Okay, that's nice. Plastic rainbow. Sounds like a cool name for an album, doesn't it? Rainbow circle. Magic spring. Choking hazard, small parts. I mean, if the child breaks a bit of it, then maybe, because it's when it's not compromised, it's hard to, like, oh. It's alive. So it's hard to swallow something so big, isn't it? And it's a rainbow. That's why I got it. Yeah, my brother and I, we have this relationship where we give each other random things that we think the other might like. Yeah, we fight and we're siblings, but we have almost 11 years of age gap. And we're currently both working at the library, since it's impossible to find a job in the vicinity, but yeah. I also made this one yesterday. It's purple. It looks blue in the viewfinder, but it's purple. And the beads are yellow, that's kind of visible. I have a lot of bracelets. Why? I don't know. I just like to have a lot of bracelets. And I only have them on the other one is completely free. Yeah, some people noticed that and are like, you got them weirdo. Why don't you separate the bracelets and have some on the other arm as well? And I'm like, because I don't want to. But yeah, I really am glad that these vlogs, which are my therapy, right? A form of therapy, a form of putting myself out there, are helping some people who are coming across this, stumbling across these videos, and find comfort in them. I don't know exactly why that is. Probably because of the minimal editing, and we have seen firsthand why I shouldn't edit anything. I am terrible at it, and also get frustrated easily. Like yesterday, I wanted to try and replace the other video, right? And it did render fast, but when I saw the watermark, I thought the watermark would be just like something on the corner of the video, but it was like, you see my hand, the video will be more or less like this, so the watermark was covering this entire part of it. I'm looking at the view at the screen where I am. The watermark was covering this, like a third of the picture, and it was hideous. Like, I mean, I know I'm not the best view in the world, but come on. And it said, oh, it's free. Yeah, it's free if you're okay with having a huge watermark on whatever you're doing. Anyway, no more complaining. I ended up not changing the video. It'll stay that way, and I don't care. Whatever. I also have another thing that my brother got me a while back. You can see what's inside this slime. That says it's crystal moth. It's a rainbow. It's a rainbow, not a rainbow, a unicorn. Because I kept telling my brother that I was a unicorn. But this is slime. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Shh. It's sleeping. The unicorn is sleeping. I have not really used it aside from opening it every now and then and touching the slime. It's from the same company that made the Slinky. I think they make these stim toys. And I think you're supposed to take this out because I noticed just now that it has a little thing to hang from somewhere, but it looks so peaceful. So let it be there. This thing that I'm making, it's getting shape. I don't know. I really don't know if I'm doing something wrong, because I wanted to make it bigger, but I did not account for the stitches in the middle of the V. And the video that I'm seeing, the person's work is already getting tighter, but maybe that's fine. Maybe that's fine, because I wanted this to be bigger. Like, that's what my friend asked me. But I'm still annoyed at all the markers. I mean, I understand why they're useful, but it's still annoying. This is already 10 minutes. Ugh. Do we have anything else we want to say? Yeah, yesterday I was not feeling well because it was Father's Day in my country, and things were not good again. But I smudged my dream catcher, and I was having nightmares again, but they quickly became just strange dreams instead of nightmares, and I don't even remember what they were anymore. I just know it wasn't pleasant, and then they changed, and now I don't remember. So it's working again. I think maybe it's the power of belief. Maybe it's placebo. And anyway, let's make this one short, shall we? Before I continue with a tale, I just want to really say again that these are important to me personally. In the mornings when I do my revision and then do something else, because they allow me to use my voice, right? Yeah, and say whatever I want, wherever I want, and just show random things that I have. To my homie, to all of you who might be watching this and just want a change of pace, I suppose. Maybe that's what's happening. Like the algorithm is noticing patterns in search of people who want content that is slow paced and not overstimulating. Though, my room is peak autism. I need to find a way to organize this stuff, because it's not exactly messy, it's just that because I don't have storage units, things have to be piled up. So things are piled up and it looks messy because of that, but it really isn't, because I know where everything is on the piles. Yeah, but I don't have storage units. I'm wanting to get storage units, so it'll say like this. But anyway, after my revision this morning, and before that, I just want to really say, it's trailing off all over the place. Because I do the revision before taking my meds, which is a stupid move, but yeah, I do that. I do it like that. And I drink the coffee afterwards as well. It's just a stupid habit, I don't know. Maybe I should do it differently, I don't know. But the revision is just rereading what I translated the previous day, so it's not like something massive. It's just to make sure that everything is correct, not minding typos and mistakes and stuff like that. It's just to make sure that I translated all the sentences and didn't skip anything. But I was checking if I had to plug my ears or not. I was talking about the algorithm. I don't tag my videos, so I really had no idea, or have no idea, rather. I don't know how the algorithm works, but I assume that it goes by what people search, right? Like calming, vlog, crochet, I don't know. Yeah, I need to plug my ears, I'm so sorry. You will see it in real time. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's fine, because I have control of my voice, I think. And the microphone is there. It is right there somewhere. Nyanko, let's have Nyanko on frame, shall we? Hey, did you see my scalp? Probably. Yeah, I have something called alopecia. It's caused by testosterone, which occurs naturally in my body in large amounts, and there isn't much I can do about it. Yeah. Also, this is different pajamas. This is extremely old, and it looks like ass. But it's fine. I swapped it when I showered yesterday, because the other set was too warm, and the weather is getting warmer. So yeah, I don't like warm weather. I will be the first to admit that I don't like it. But it is what it is. When it comes, it will come. Anyway, let's try to keep this around the 20 minutes mark, I suppose. And if you're watching this, I hope that this is what you want to see or want to listen to, and that your day is going well on this Thursday, because yesterday I thought it was Tuesday. That's how messy my head has been. But yeah, I have a tale. This one has a bit of a rhyme, and it's a bit longer too. I mean, it's not extremely long, I translated it this time, and I tried to translate the rhyme parts as well. And also the name of the bull. It's a story about a bull. I tried, and I will try to translate the other ones as well. But first, I will write down the actual stories in the language they were told. Then I just translated this one because I wanted to see the difference between me reading and me telling the story from memory and translating it from memory. See if it makes any difference, and if the people who are tuning in, hey. And by the way, you never bother me. I saw something on my phone when I was looking at YouTube Studio. Never bother me. It's fine. Seriously, it's fine. I'm just a random person existing online. I'm a vlogger. I'm not a YouTuber, or whatever the hell you wanna call it. I mean, I guess in a way I am because I'm on YouTube. But I'm not a YouTuber in the sense that I'm doing things that are popular for the sake of getting views and stuff. I mean, I do enjoy that people are watching this stuff and interacting with me because it makes me feel less alone. It makes me feel like I'm not talking just to myself and my friend. But it's not like I'm a big creator who talks about trendy topics and stuff like that. So really, you don't bother me. You don't bother me. And I doubt that this will become much more than this, so I'll just keep doing this as it is. I don't know. I can't tell the future, obviously. Maybe if I got extremely rich, I would change stuff around and do other things, other kinds of vlogs. But I think that at the end of the day, I would still keep this the way it is, because I think right now the internet is overstimulating, and everyone speaks about the same things. And while I play those things from some creators that I like in the background when I'm doing something like knitting or crocheting, I do it passively. Like, there are a couple of YouTubers that I actually play the video and see what they're doing, because they're not just commenting on someone's life. But overall, I just play the video in the background and listen. And maybe some people do that with my videos as well, which is completely fine, because you don't have to look at me to understand what I'm doing and what I'm saying. I'm not doing anything, and I'm talking about nothing. I'm just waffling on and on. So, yeah. Anyway, the story. I keep rambling, and I'm rambly. Even when I reply to comments, I'm rambly, and for that I am sorry. I hope that doesn't bother you too much. I'm just like that. Guess that's what's happened. What happens when you don't talk too much in real life. Yeah. Anyway, the story. I have decided to translate the title to The Tall Tale Bull. Tail as in the tail of the bull. Not the tale a story. Though it could be a pun. It could be a pun. But not really. I mean, yes, it could. It could be a pun. It could be a pun. I think it could be a pun. In this translation. You'll agree with me when I'm done with the story. So just a bit of context. My grandma told me this story, and I just remember the rhyme and some bits of the story. But I asked my mom for the rest and some of the other details, and yeah, I basically reconstructed the whole thing because I didn't remember exactly how my grandma would tell it, so I reconstructed it from memory. I think that's what people do. What everyone does. I mixed the two. That's what everyone does. And in Portuguese we have a saying that goes like, people who tell a tale always have a bit extra. Quem conta conta acrescenta ponto. It rhymes, see? It's one of those that rhymes. Maybe there's an equivalent in English, but I don't know. I guess I can pause very carefully. Actually, here's the pun. From what I'm seeing here, it's the equivalent would be who tells a tale adds a tail, like tail as in story and tail as in the back, the shaky thing of an animal. There's another version. Tail never loses in the telling, basically. So you'll know that this isn't exactly how my grandma told it. Obviously it wasn't. I'm telling it in English. She was illiterate and she only spoke Portuguese, and I wish I remembered all of her poems, because I don't remember all of her poems. She would recurrently tell us the poems that she'd written in her mind, and also sing songs that she'd written again in her mind. And yeah, I'm sorry I keep bringing up my grandma, but I even have a picture of her in my room, and maybe one of these days I'll show it. But this is getting to 30 minutes. Oh my god, are you serious? I keep rambling and rambling. That's what I get. But yeah, my grandma is very important to me, and she was the one who instilled in me the love for stories, tales, music, poetry. So yeah, I miss her every day. So let's hear the story of the Tall Tale Bull. I'm going to read, so excuse me for looking at the side, and let's see the difference. The Tall Tale Bull. There was once upon a time a king who had a servant whom he trusted with all his heart, for he was a man who never in his entire life had told a lie. One day, the king received a gift, which was a beautiful bull, who they called the Tall-Tailed Bull. The king cherished this bull so much that he sent him to one of his best grazing plains along with his trustworthy servant to take care of him. And one of those days he was speaking to one of the courtesans and spoke to him about the great trust he had in the loyalty of his servant. To which the courtesan laughed. "Why do you laugh?" "Why do you laugh?" asked the king. "Oh, it is because he is just like all the others who trick their masters, my king," said the rich courtesan. "Not this one," said the king. "As you wish, my king. I shall bet my own head that he is capable of lying even to his king." And the bet was on. The rich courtesan returned to his home, but he did not know how to make the servant fall for tricks, and was very upset about it. That was when one of his daughters, young and beautiful, and of marriage age, noticed the father's troubles and stepped in. "Rest easy, dear father, for I shall force him to lie to the king," she said. The father allowed her to do what she planned, and so she dressed in scarlet, with short sleeves and a skirt that barely reached the knees, with plenty of skin showing, and the hair down and tied and flying with the wind. She went to stroll along the grazing plain where the bull and the servant were, until she found a young lad who was taking care of the tall-tailed bull. Well, the boy was young and of marriage age, and thus she immediately threw a bait. "Oh, it has been so long since I have felt the strongest passions towards you, and I could never tell you." The boy was very distraught by that, stumbling on his words, unable to speak or believe his ears. But she kept going. She told him so many such things, and flirted with such mastery, batting her eyes, flicking her hair, and hitching up her skirt, that he was taken by her. Once he was taken, she demanded that in exchange for her love, he killed the tall-tailed bull. And so he did, and considered himself compensated every single day. The rich courtesan's daughter left and told the father how the boy had killed the tall-tailed bull. The rich courtesan went to tell the king immediately, convinced that the boy would explain the bull's death with some lie. The king was furious when he heard that the servant had killed the tall-tailed bull, which he cherished so much. Then he called for the servant, and the boy went to him. The king pretended not to know anything. "Tell me then, boy, how is the bull?" asked the king. And the servant, thinking that he would surely be killed, cried, "My lord, my beloved king, with tall legs, beautiful face, and eyes so dull, this way they made your underling kill the tall-tailed bull." The king asked him to explain himself better, and the boy told him everything the way it had happened. The king was very satisfied because he had won the bet he had made with the rich courtesan. And when they met again, the king was elated, and the courtesan was scared. But the king then said to him, "I shall not have your head cut off your shoulders, as you had betted yourself, for it is enough that you have brought dishonour upon your daughter. And I shall not punish my servant, for his loyalty is bigger than my sadness upon losing my bull." The end. Was this better than sorry, I clicked the pause button. So was this better? Probably, maybe, because I had time to think about the translation and even translated the poem, which is not like the original. The poem, it's not a poem, it's a rhyme. There we go. This is what I remember, and I will say it now. The rhyme is: Senhor meu amo, pernas altas e cara gentil, matar-me fizeram o boi rabil. I translated the name of the bull because I don't know what rabil means. But rabo means tail or butt. So I just went with that and tried to make the rhyme work in English when I was translating. And I thought that the boy calling himself dull would make sense. I think it does. Anyway. But yeah, the moral of the story is that loyal people are more important than beautiful bulls. I reckon this story is probably one of those that may have been registered somewhere in a different way, but since it's a bit longer and involves a king, I suppose it might be larger than this region and the other stories that my grandma would tell me that I could not find absolutely anywhere. Like, I tried finding the one with the widow and the mourner, and I did find a version of that. Yeah. So that one is probably from this region, but the other ones are just very, very, very niche. And I even told my mom that I wish I could go to my grandma's village, like the village where she was born. She was not born in this village where I live. She was born in an even smaller village, deeper in the mountains. Like, these are the mountains. But she was born in a village deeper in the mountains. Like, imagine a forest. The village is still in the forest, even today. So that it was a very small community. And this is getting to 40 minutes. Oh my god. Can I not shut up? At least there will be no editing or overlapping sound, so but I told my mum that I wish I could go there and try to find all the people and ask them to tell me stories if their memories were still intact. And my mum was like, oh, people from your grandma's time are probably all dead. And yeah, I mean, maybe most of them are, but there's a chance that some people might still be alive. and remember these stories because they heard them from someone else. So yeah, there's that. Let me just finish this and I'll shut up for today. Yeah, that is it. That is all. That is enough. Once again, thank you for being here. I hope that you are all well. And this is all and more than enough. But I'll be back. And that's a threat. Bye-bye.